Good day, BBN. What you guys up to, man? This is the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm your host, Big Mike. Look, this is another exciting show. It's a call-in show. I can't do call-ins. First of all, before you do anything, hit the subscribe button, okay? Hit that subscribe button. Then call the number, 270-220-0994 for a call-in show, and make sure that you smash that like button. Do that. Subscribe to the channel, call in, and hit the like button. Thank you guys for that. It's going to be going across the thing all night long as well. If I can just get something going here, let me see. My mouse ain't working. I don't know, like what's, oh, okay, right here. Cool. But anyway, man, how's everybody doing out there, man? I just wanted to come and do a quick call-in show today. I'm not able to do call-in shows during the during my post-game shows unless I'm by myself. I can never fix it. So I wanted to just come for about 30 minutes or so and just give people a chance to call in tonight. You guys have the number. The number is at the top of the screen. James Sharps, thank you for being my first. James Sharps thank you for being first tonight. Thank you so much for that. Tonight I'm taking phone calls. It took me so long to get this thing fixed. So I'm going to get phone calls in. That is what makes it so much fun, is being able to do that. So once again, I hope everybody's doing well today. I did post another video today, so if you haven't had a chance to watch it yet, please step on over there and do it. Don't be afraid to give it a thumbs up if you like it. It means a lot to me, and it helps out the channel so much. People tell me that I got to get better at saying that, but sometimes I don't. I guess it's okay. When people want to subscribe, they will definitely do that at their own time. But what's going on, guys? Our Wildcats are 3 days away from the season final. Can you guys believe it that the year has went and came so fast? It's unbelievable how fast the year went, with the ups and downs, with the injuries, with the coming back, with the, it's so many, we've had our down times, and we've had days where we just been like, okay, man, I don't know what's going on with this Kentucky team. I'm confused. One day they're good, the next day they're not good, then they up and then they down. They beat Tennessee twice. They finally get revenge on Florida. They knock out Gonzaga. They beat Duke, and now we're down to Missouri. And I want to hear from you guys. I just got off of TikTok Live. I'm on TikTok too as well. If you guys are there, I'm the same. Everything is the Loyal BBN Fan Show. So definitely check me out. If you guys watch on TikTok, please give me a follow. That will mean a lot too as well. But here we on Facebook taking phone calls. Phone number is 270-220-0994. I want to hear your thoughts about the Cats and just whatever's going on in your life. And I hope everybody's smiling. If anybody has a birthday or anniversary or something special going on, please put it in the comments, and I would love to give you guys a personal shout out. It will mean a lot for me to be able to do that. And if you don't want to say it, then happy birthday to you, ever who's not saying it, and happy anniversary or whatever day that's special going on in your life. So, guys, what's going on today? It is good to be here. It's always a great time to come and hang out with Cats fans. It's funny because every time I come out here and say, well, hey, Mike, just go do about 30 minutes or so, and then, just kind of call it a night. And everything. So, hey, Tammy, it's good to see you. Thank you. I'm not sure why it's just coming up I saw you earlier in the comments, but I'm not sure why it's just popping up. Dougie Hudson, thank you so much. Hope I said your name right. Thank you so much for joining. Absolutely go Cats as well. Let me see if I can throw this up right here. I can take this off the screen and do that right there. Okay. But, yeah, man, the phone lines are open. Let me make sure I got it set up right so I can actually hear what's going on. Let me turn this down. Make sure that's, that's off like that. So I'm definitely ready for phone calls tonight. If anyone wants to call in, it is a phone call night. Please do so. 270-220. I guess I should have probably left the number. Probably should maybe leave the number. Marcus Salva, thank you so much for joining in. It's good to see you, big guy. Thank you so much. It's the number right here. Oh, it is on it right here. It's at the bottom of the screen. Call in. If you never call, I would love to have someone, anybody can call in, but, I love talking to different people. I love getting different people's perspectives, their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions. And one thing about Kentucky fans is we wear our emotions on our sleeve. That's for sure. So don't be afraid to call in. It's open. We'll talk. You'll talk because I want to hear what you have to say about Kentucky. This is a show about you guys, for you guys, and that's because that's just my way of giving back. And you guys can have your voice heard too. Not everybody has a chance to. And this is no shade on anybody or anything that people going on, but I mean, it's a lot of big people out there who, if you try to call the shows, these different shows, it could be really hard to really get through at times. So I hope I have a show that, I'm not a big YouTube channel, but I hope that I can always find time to pick up the phone during the show and or answer questions by people calling in. So I thought I had a phone call, but it was Dunkin' Donuts flashing something. So I got excited for a moment. I just got off TikTok, so I've been talking for a while, and I just want to hear from you guys. Are you guys ready for the Missouri game? On a scale of 1 to 10, are you nervous? Do you feel like it's this right here may go in our favor? Do you think Missouri? Look, I was on TikTok doing a live, and something that I thought of while I was going live, and it just came to me. It's amazing to me, and this is a testament of where Kentucky basketball is today. Not like just to this year, but the state of Kentucky basketball. Kentucky basketball, now I don't know if the team schedule it. I'm not sure if the SEC schedules it. I'm not really sure. But if it's the teams that schedule it, the state of Kentucky basketball is like this. We're not afraid to schedule Kentucky basketball anymore, especially on senior night. Because let's be real, on senior night, it's supposed to be a time where the seniors get to go out, get a big win, go off, ride off into the sunset from playing on their home court forever how long they was there. Big cheers from the crowd as they go out of the game to get their last standing ovation. That's what senior night is all about. But if a team can take time out that says, we want to play Kentucky, that says we're not afraid of those guys. Not only are we not afraid of those guys, but we're going to bring them here on our senior night, and we're going to beat them. So I'm hoping that Coach Pope can take and rejuvenate and bring the state of Kentucky basketball back to where it's supposed to be at. And that's where teams, sorry about that, that's where teams run from the mindset of playing Kentucky on senior night. That's just not something that's normal. It's not done. It's as they say, that is ill-advised. But teams these days don't mind playing Kentucky, and even if it means playing them on senior night, your last time playing on your home floor, because they're saying that Kentucky basketball is dead, that Kentucky basketball would never be the same, and that's why these guys are willing to play. So get your phone calls in, please do. If you're just joining, please hit that subscribe button. If you never hit it before, hit the like button if you can, and you can call in to the show. The phone lines are open, 270-220-0994. I should do a test just to see. People like talking about basketball, but I think it's a proven fact that if you talk about anything but basketball sometimes, or sports, if you talk about your trip to, I don't know, out west somewhere, then people got stories that they love telling. I'm going to try to stick to basketball unless somebody takes it that way, because I love hanging out and talking about sports, I guess. That's what we're doing here, right? So how's everybody doing this evening? Everybody's really quiet today. I feel like it's either me or something that's going on. Maybe it's just me. Can I get a go? Make sure that I gotta make sure that my system is still working. I don't know if it froze or what, but if you're still with me, can I get a go? Can I get a BBN or Go Big Blue or Go Cats, just to make sure people are still with me? Usually by now it's a lot of people talking and there's nothing really going on. So maybe it's just a testament of me, and maybe YouTube is actually sending out announcements that I'm live. But I definitely would like to take some phone calls tonight. It'll mean a lot to me. It would. I've been talking pretty much for the past couple of days, and tonight is about you guys calling in to the show. Something's wrong, bro. Like I just feel like, okay, Kentucky Rick, it's working. I just wanted to make sure that it was working as well too. Absolutely, Kentucky Rick, man, I would love for you to call in, bro. I got a question I want to ask you, but it'll have to be over the computer or out loud. I know that there's stuff going on. Actually, Kentucky Rick, oh, right here. Let me see. I got the other phone going, so that's good. Come on, please don't. Let me see if I can get that going. Oh, man. I'm trying to look at my other phone. So if you end in 5311, let me see if I got that right there. Here's right here. Good afternoon. You on the phone with the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Who we speaking with? Hello? Hold on. Let me make it turn my volume up. Make sure it. Can you hear me? I can't hear anything right now. My apologies for that, but I can't. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be able to hear that, but I can't hear anything. I see this. Okay, I guess it's an emergency call. Let me see. If you can call, I'm at work. Oh, okay. Well, Rick, I'm pretty sure some basketball going on today, so I'm pretty sure you're ready to get off. Your number ends in 5311. You can please call back, and hopefully the phone call will go through. Not sure if you heard me or not, but I didn't hear you, so I would love for you to call back in as well, so we could talk a little Kentucky basketball. So my apologies for that. Let me see. They definitely have. Well, it's the first time they called in before. So, I would love to talk to that person, ever who that was calling in. I'm pretty sure it's not Kentucky Rick because he's at work right now. So that ain't gonna work. Come on, call back in. But I'm sitting here and I'm ready. I know that there are some games tonight too. Actually, some games that probably already started. So maybe that's where a lot of people are actually at. Let me try this again. Good evening. You on the phone with the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Who we speaking with? I cannot believe that this is not working. I don't know what it is. I can't hear anything. It's supposed to be, what is this? It's not working. Okay, so here I am doing a show and it's not even working. Hello? It's not even, oh my goodness. It's not even working. Let me see if I can try it. Sorry about that, guys. Once again, I apologize for that. Let me see. Is it my Wi-Fi? Well, I don't know what's going on. It's just not working. Do I have my settings right? Let me see if I got my settings right. Audio. Oh, right here. My apologies. That is so my fault. That is so my fault. I am so sorry. I forgot to set my thing. Let's try that again. Let me try to call. My apologies for that, guys. I thought I had it. Ooh, yeah, something's working now. Good evening. You on the phone with the Loyal B-Man Fan Show. Who we speaking with? Oh, it ain't working. What is going on with this? It's just not working right. My goodness, dude. Man, sorry about that. This is look, I'm trying. Give me let me see. Can I do this? iMac? Nope. I'm trying, but I'm not quite sure. My apologies for that. I thought maybe it was working right tonight. It was working right before I went live, and for some reason, it's, let me try this right here for a second. Hello? Hello? My apologies again. Once again, whenever it works, then it wants to fail. So once again, leave it up to my show to fail like that. It's miserable. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you so much for the patience. Hey, 5311, my apologies for that. I'm not quite sure what's going on with my phone system. Let's see if I plugged that. Did I plug in the right one? Yeah, it's the right one. Make sure I plug that in. And make sure I plug this in. So maybe that'll work. Let me make sure I don't have anything. It's working. Let me see something for a second. My apologies. I see Brendan Morgan left a pretty good big mic. Hey, from Ashland, Kentucky. Hey, Mark Prider, thank you so much for joining. I'm the one trying to call Mike. I heard you for a second, but then nothing. Marcus, I'm trying to see if I can get this fixed, and my apologies for that. Let me see. Nope.
Heck of a shooter. We know Noah can shoot the basketball.
Okay.
But we're going to need Noah.
Can you guys hear this?
We're going to need him to rebound at
Marcus,
an extra
can
high
you hear
level.
this?
We're going to need him to use his big mountain body to grab some boards. Have we seen it done before? Absolutely. We've seen it.
So that's if you guys can hear that, then I fixed the problem. If you can't hear it, then I couldn't fix the problem. So I don't know what's wrong. I'm the one. So if you can hear that, please let me know. That would be very awesome of you guys to let me know if you guys can hear that or not. That's the real test, if I can hear that and I can hear it. So my volume was it up. So hopefully I got that fixed, and then we can do the phone calls again. Okay, good. You heard it. Okay, so Marcus, I will, because I wasted your time, I'm going to call you back as my way of saying thank you for that, okay? All right. Let me see if this works. Come on. When you do things like this, you just pray. Thank you so much. You just pray that it works for you. You just pray that it works. Hello, you on the phone with the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Who am I speaking with? Oh, this is Marcus. It's not calling. Oh, my goodness, man. I give up, bro. Oh, I can hear it. You guys can hear me, but you can't hear it. I don't know what happened, man. I don't. Guys, sometimes when I get off of here after screwing up a show, I get so discouraged. I do, man. I get so down on myself because I feel like I got things going in the right direction, and I just have so many setbacks doing this, and I'm so sorry. My apologies for you guys for that. Let me see. Hey, Marcus. Marcus? It's just not working, bro. It's just not working. So I tried, and here I am trying to do a show, want to do call-ins. Maybe you guys could hear Marcus, but I couldn't. So my apologies for that as well, too. So I'll just look at some comments. I'll be throwing up a lot of extra comments tonight in lieu of not being able to hear the phone call person. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened, bro. But this is really, really sad. This is just, this is embarrassing. Big Mike from Ashland. Thank you so much. So I'm going to throw it what Brandon Morgan said. Great win on senior night. However, LSU was as bad as Brown be a rude waiting come Saturday in Missouri time for I catch to gel together like the LSU game against great competition. I really hope that that's the case. I really hope that our cats are really ready to go down. It's always good. It's always good to get a good field win. Don't beat yourself up. You got a great show. You get the kinks worked out. Thanks, Brendan. I appreciate it. It really is. It's good to get a good field win. Oh, that was hard. Before going to play in a very difficult game, and as Brendan said, Missouri is a solid team. Have they lost some games? Yes, we all have. But Missouri going in on their senior night, trying to beat them is going to be one tough job to do. Do we have enough power with the team that we have that's going, this is our team. Butler's always, every game is a question mark. Do we have a team that's good enough to go to Missouri and get a win? And if I'm just being honest, I like the comment that Brandon made, but if I'm just being honest, I will always have a question mark going into this ball game. And it's not necessarily that I don't think that Kentucky has enough firepower, that Kentucky can't come up with a stop here and there. It's just a matter of which Kentucky team against Missouri will show up. That's the biggest question that I have. I feel like we have the guys. I feel like, look, now that Amari Williams is playing as good as he is, I feel like we have the chance to beat some teams. Does all the other pieces come together? As I just put out a video today, as well, the supporting cast roles. Does all of our supporting cast guys, do they all show up and do they all participate in a way that helped Kentucky win the ball game? I agree with you, Brandon. Let's ruin our senior night and cover our belts out like we was. I'll carry our belts out like we have. Yeah, exactly. I see exactly what you're saying. Yep, you're right. Let's win. Let's shake hands. This is a business trip. This is all it is. Don't make any mistakes about it. This is a straight up business trip for Kentucky. Go down there. If you get the win, show some class and walk off the floor. That's how you do it at Kentucky. Now I don't know what's going on at Auburn. I don't know what they got going on. But I always say if you don't want that to happen in your house, then you got to win the ball game. But if you win for Kentucky, then you act like, well, we're Kentucky. We're supposed to beat Missouri. Why not? I think they beat us down in Missouri. What was it, like 2 or 3 years ago? It wasn't last year. We played them at home last year. And the year before that, we got beat down there. So they beat us like maybe 2 or 3 years ago at Missouri pretty bad by like 17 points. So I hope that we don't go down there and get beat by 17 points this time. And actually, I think that's when. Well, actually, it's been a little longer than that. I think because I think that's when they had Porter, the Porter guy that's actually in the NBA right now. I think they had him. So let's go down here this year and let's see if we can beat Missouri. That's for sure. Because that right there would be a real big win for us if we can get that done. I really believe that for sure. Let's see. Thanks, Brendan and Marcus. I appreciate that as well, too. And thanks, everybody who's watching. Please don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you have time for that. It makes a lot to me. And that thumbs up, as you can see right there. I think if we get what we got out of Allen and Chandler last night against Missouri, then we can beat them and make a run in both tournaments. See, and Marcus, I agree with you 100% on that because here's the thing. You know, I'm a Kentucky guy that loves Kentucky, and I got to put everything and I got to keep everything honest, and I got to keep everything into perspective as well too. That's why I made the video, is because even though when we get into the tournament, guys going to have to maybe step up and play more minutes, and some guys may not get as many minutes. When you get your opportunity to play in the ball game, are you going to maximize your time? Are you going to get off the bench, go to the scores table? This whole time you telling yourself, I'm locked in and I'm ready. Get on the floor, and then you play basketball like it's just another day in the gym with just maybe a little bit more pressure. But you play with ice in your veins and you do your best to live up to your role and to your responsibilities. We regrouping now, Big Mike. If anything has changed with our cats and the Pope, we will be back right now. It's that time when Kentucky separates itself from all others. Banner time, baby. Go BBN. Hey, banner times don't sound bad because that's what we do. We don't hang all banners. We hang the big-time banners. And that's the only thing that we want in Kentucky is to hang that banner. And it's about time that we actually do that. So let's see if our guys can definitely regroup, and let's see what we can actually get out of that as well. Man, I'm so upset. I can't take phone calls. Man, I wanted to hear from you guys tonight. I just wanted to just hear you guys' thoughts, and not being able to do that, man, dude, I ain't going to beat myself up this time, but I'm really discouraged that I'm not able to get that done. I know that, let me see, hold on for a second. I know that my headphones, did they disconnect? I don't think they disconnected. Bluetooth. Okay, so that's not disconnected. It's disconnected. But I'm looking forward to watch. And actually, depending on what time I leave for Florida early Saturday morning, I'll probably be sitting in the car watching because I think it's an early game. Oh, I hope it's an early game. I think so. Hope it's an early game. That game is that game a 12 o'clock tip off with those guys? I think it is Saturday, Kentucky. Yeah, we get an 11 o'clock kickoff, tip off. That's good for me. These guys are very capable of making a run that we all miss. Brendan, you got some good comments tonight, man. Thank you so much for all you and everyone who's actually giving comments. Thank you guys so much. These guys are very capable in making that run that we all miss. I'm honest when I say we could lose to anyone, absolutely, and that's reality. However, these guys have it in them to run the table. We do, and that's where I get in, Brendan. You know, look, I can come on here and I can tell you guys how bad a particular player is, and I can just tell you that, you know, it's nothing that Kentucky can do. It's nothing that Kentucky can do that can make a run. They're just not good enough at all. Like, I can come on here and I can tell you that Kentucky doesn't have good guys. But let's be honest, man. Like, that's just a lie, bro. It is because, you know, sometimes when you look at what other teams have and then you look at our teams, it's like, okay, you know what, maybe this, maybe that. But when you really get on the court together and you tip the ball off, you start seeing that if our guys really want to play basketball, we can compete with anybody on the floor. I think we have that type of team. I said it all, you Kentucky to the Final Four. Carl Miller. Yes, you did, big guy. You've been saying it. Ooh, bro. Look, if they go to the Final Four, Mr. Miller, you know you got to come on the show, right? I mean, look, you called it. So you definitely got to come on the show if we make it to the Final Four. Because, I mean, you said it, and it's like one of them things where it's like, how can you say Kentucky's going to the Final Four? You're drunk. You're just a guy that believes that when you look at the team, you're able to look through the flaws and says when we show up, we can beat anybody in the nation the same way that anybody can beat us if we don't show up at night. That's the beauty of college basketball is that any given night anybody can be beat. And that's why I hope Kentucky's ready to go. And I'm really happy that the game is early on Saturday because it kind of takes away the jitters. Hopefully the fans in Missouri are not hyped. They're not ready. I was just at a game last night. How was the environment? Was it a fun game just seeing Kentucky just out there just playing good basketball as a team? And they had fun. You know, when Kentucky's not having fun out there, you can tell it because their body language is like, ugh, why? You know what I'm saying? Ugh, I don't really like it. The SEC especially. So absolutely, Angel. I see what you're saying now. When they make it to the Final Four, I definitely will come on the show. Absolutely. Please do. And this got to be with a video. I'm going to send you a link, and you're going to join video, and I want to ask you a couple of questions on why you felt Kentucky was able to get to the Final Four. I would definitely do that. You guys heard that here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I would love to have you on the show. But, you know, we just got to go out and just take it one game at a time. The most important game right now is Missouri. And, you know, I really hope that every time we step on the floor, we remember what Auburn did at the end of the ball game and how they disrespected our home court like that. I hope that's a driving force that tells these guys that you got to play basketball every single night or teams that do that to you. And they have no problem with emulating Kentucky basketball and showing them that maybe you guys are not Kentucky anymore. I'm going to miss this team, Mike. I really felt like all these guys were grateful to wear Kentucky. A lot of these, all of these guys was, and you can tell it. And, I get people to text me a lot, and I'll be like, hey, they're always asking me, who do you think will come back next year? And I'm like, well, I hope Atega comes back. I hope Garrison comes back. I think the only one on the team that I would be, that I would not be completely shocked if he left, maybe Chandler. He would probably be the only one that I may be shocked that left after this year and went somewhere else. we have to see. I mean, I hope that's not true, and I definitely hope that I'm wrong. But he's probably the only one that I wouldn't be necessarily surprised if Chandler if he didn't return next year. Do you see how hard they was playing last night? They was playing for Jackson Robinson last night. Well, hey, Jackson need to get hurt again so they can play hard like that again against Missouri. Jackson need to walk on the floor and fall, and then they'll play hard again against Missouri. Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes, just get the win. Is there in Pope? There is a lot of faith, and that comes in many forms through him. One shining moment, BBN goosebumps are coming, whether that be this year or in year two. Pope would lead us to the promised land. Well, Brandon, I'm standing with you on that right there. Kerr will be back. Yeah, and also Kerr as well. I really hope that his personality and the little bit that we seen out of him, he fits at Kentucky because Kentucky is such a big school. The fan base is so big. It fits his personality of who he is, and I think what he can do. And I think the BBN would 100% welcome Kerr Kriisa back to the team if he decides to return to Kentucky. I don't think anybody will be upset about that decision. When you get players like that, you also get a chance for Coach Pope to still go out and add a couple of more. Because he gotta fill a lot of spots, or he gotta fill a few spots. So these are the kind of he would really enjoy going out and being able to be really selective as far as who he wants at Kentucky. And there's going to be some big names out there who's going to leave their teams who you be like, oh wow, they left their team. But Coach Pope might be able to go out and pull some of them in and bring them in. And I guess that's why NIL is always just going to be around, because that is definitely going to be the forefront of the announcement or of what takes place to be able to get a young man to come and play. Also, I can't forget to talk about the Kentucky Lady Cats as well, too. They got a double bye in the women's SEC tournament, and right now it looks like the Cats will be – I know they got a double bye, so they will be playing the winner of – who they be playing the winner of? Because I think – is it Tennessee again? Kenny Brooks, you guys are going to be excited next year when you watch Jordan Obi. Yeah, she's going to be good, too. That's from Road Trip Kentucky Crushers, benefits of expanding the 40 game Vince Merrill interview for head coach at Bowling Green. Oh, wow. On the video they did calling their younger selves was really cool. Marcus, that video gave me chills. I mean, I'm for real. Like, I shared it with my daughter. I shared it with the guys on the show with me. I shared it with those guys. I loved it. Like I actually, it really got me really thinking about me as a person too. But we won't go into me as a person right now. We'll stick to sports. But even myself, it made me want to do that for myself too as well. It really motivated me to really look at my own self in the mirror as far as who I am. But it was a really cool video. Big Mike, do you think we started Garrison, Williams, and Carr together and had Ortega and Butler at guards? That would be tougher at stopping all those free rim runs teams get on us at the basket. Ooh, you got those three bigs that's starting the game. So that means you're gonna bring Cole. That means you're gonna bring Kobe off the bench. Could be. I think my biggest issue would be we may find a way to be better, especially around the rim, but who do you look to for scoring? It depends on how healthy Butler's shoulder is. Can he? Because since his shoulder's been hurt, he hasn't really been making his layups like he would do before he got hurt. So can Butler get downhill and can he make his layups? Carr's gotten a whole lot better, and then Williams, he's been showing a lot of promise these last few games as far as playing with his back to the rim and rebounding and stuff like that. So how would you just play that lineup to like the first TV timeout and then get Brea in and set Garrison, or something like that may work? But I mean, as far as just so my thing, I think out of all of that, I think Garrison is still the weakest link out there. I think Garrison has a really good game some games, and then you don't see him for 5 or 6 ball games showing up. So it's all about if Garrison would be the weakest link out there, in my opinion. Some people might be like, well, he's better than Williams and whatever. I think Williams is definitely giving us more than what Garrison is giving us at this particular point. I'm still waiting on Butler. I'm still waiting on Butler to have a not Butler, but Garrison. I'm still waiting on Garrison to have a 10 rebound game. Cars had one. Williams had a few of them. Is Garrison going to use his size, and can he give me 10 rebounds? Because if you're not going to go in there and help give us 10, now his rim blocking, that would be effective. But where does your scoring come from? And sometimes if you can get out, I think sometimes it's more you guys can tell me how you guys feel about it. Sometimes to me it's more about how fast can you get out running and scoring in the first few minutes of the ball game than it is in a sense of how much can you stop the other opponent. Because the game overall will slow down, and we'll be able to hopefully get that under check. So how many points can we score up and down the floor before it's time for the game to settle down and level out, and now everybody's able to match up and play ball? I like to see that Trey Johnson from Texas hit the transfer portal, and he's going pro. No. He ain't hitting transfer portal. He's hitting the thank you letter. Thank you, Texas, for what you guys have did. I have decided to take my talents to forego my college career, and I'm going to the NBA. He's first round draft pick. He's a good dude, man. Yeah, he ain't sticking around. I think he's a leading scorer in the SEC, if I'm correct. Yep. Feels like we get destroyed at the rim too much because our bigs are pulled out all the time playing help defense. That's true. But if you do that, then of course you got to make sure that you always got somebody weak side back protecting that rim then. And if you can do that, and they know to stay home and don't pull up and don't do any of that other stuff, I think that right there may work. But once again, I think a lot of people, the only thing that they would question about that is, Mr. Morgan, is that can we score with that offense, with that group out there? That would definitely have to be seen because seeing some dirty hands in here. So, hey, Kentucky Live. So I went live because are you doing your shows tonight? Are you doing shows tonight? I wasn't sure if you was doing your shows tonight. I went live because I wanted to take phone calls, and I tested out my phone before we started. It worked. Everything was good. But when people call in, I can't hear a word of it. I can't hear them talk. I think they may be able to hear me a little bit. I'm not even sure, but I wasn't able to hear it. So the call-in show, since I can't have call-ins with you guys on, I just wanted to do it. What's the name? But, hey, if you got dirty hands, that means you can wash your hands and go ahead and smash that like button. Please do us a favor and do that, please. That was a really good point. Our scoring was dropped dramatically. Yeah, I mean that would be the biggest thing. And then if you do that, and if our defense doesn't improve, and we've already fallen behind because we couldn't keep up, well, people is going to want to throw bricks at Pope. They will. They want to throw bricks at him. So I figured you was. So if anybody needs to watch any ball games tonight, you want to hang out and you just want to talk basketball, I know Kentucky's not playing tonight, but Kentucky Live has his own streaming show of ball games. I'm not really sure what games he's doing tonight, but if you just want to hang out with like-minded basketball people and just talk sports and watch the games together, Kentucky Live is the place to go at. Please go check him out. He would definitely appreciate that for sure. And that's actually Kentucky Live. If you guys don't know, that's 21 Crump. So thank you for jumping on, bro. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see where their mindsets are at leading up to the game to Missouri. This is our last regular season business trip. Florida going to beat Alabama tonight. Ooh, is that who Alabama? Where's the game at, Carl? Is it in Alabama or Florida? Ooh, that's going to be a good game. Ooh, That is going to be a good game. Wow. That's going to be a good game, bro. Oh, my goodness. That was a really good point I was going. Yeah. Florida's playing at, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Now, I have a question. If Alabama beats Florida, do they get that number 1 seed that Florida's supposed to have? Should that happen? Because right now Florida's sitting on the 1 line. Would they get that over them? I'm just curious. Missouri plays Oklahoma. I tell you what, man, if Oklahoma wins this ball game, I'm confident at Alabama. If Oklahoma beats Missouri tonight, I'm confident that Kentucky can get it done. Now Otake might have to go down there and get 40 points in Missouri, but I feel confident. And Tennessee plays at Mississippi at Ole Miss. I'm going for Tennessee tonight. I want Tennessee to knock off Ole Miss. Brea needs to drive and kick more and create a little more, and it will open up more. Also, he can be a complete player. Do you agree? BC is. What about Texas A&M beat? Oh, that was a good game last night. I watched it as well, unintentionally. But for Brandon's question is, BC is big on Brea, and BC really feels like if Kobe Brea can develop an inside game. Now he'll get to the rim at times. You know, he's showing now that that he'll put his head down and he'll get downhill too. But with so many people attractive, like he's one of the main scouting guys that people look at. We got to make sure that we know where Kobe Brea is at. We got to know where he's at. So if that's the case, then, and if you're not, and if Kobe's not trying to do too much, then if you get in, if you can drive, the defense collapse. That's probably gonna mean somebody's open somewhere. So if you get in, stay under control. Don't draw a charge. Kick it out. Let's see if we can knock down the 3 as well. But if you feel knows this game, hey man, BC's good, bro. He is, and it was kind of odd how we reunited because he was on one of my shows that I didn't even know that he was even there. But yeah, he knows this. Well, I mean, I played football. He played basketball, so that's why I really value his thoughts and his opinion on basketball a lot more than me. So I really enjoy when he talks. 21's good with it too. Jimmy's good with it. So I enjoy when I have these guys on the show. If you're just joining, the reason why it's just me right now is because I wanted to take phone calls, but I wasn't able to. For some reason, my phone line is just jacked up for some reason. I have no idea why. Did I push this in all the way? Yeah, it's in all the way. Man, dude, I really want phone calls, bro. It makes... Let me see. See, I can't do that in my ear, though. See, I don't know if that works. I really want to do phone calls for sure, man. Big Mike, your honest opinion, how far do you think Duke will make it in the tournament? I think once they meet an SEC team, they will get beat because the AC... Look, Mr. Miller, I didn't even read all of your comment. I read it all, as you can just see, and I throw it up right here too as well. I didn't, before I read all of your comment, when I got halfway through it, the first thing I thought was they play in the ACC this year. The ACC is not good this year. And they have been really beating the brakes off people in the ACC this year. I feel like although Duke beat Auburn early in the year, if they get another SEC team, which they very much well could, because there's going to be so many. What is that? If we get 13 teams in it, and it's 68 teams that get in, 64 or 68, whatever that is. What's that percentage? What is that, like 13 divided by 68. Got to get my math right, dudes. Got to get my math. Let's do some math here, Mr. Miller. Okay, what is that? 68 divided by 13. That means, I think that's right. Every 5 teams, every other 5 teams in the tournament is a SEC team. I hope I did my math right. So somebody can fact check me on it. That's fine, but I think I did my math right. So that means every 5 teams in the tournament is an SEC team. Oh, they gonna meet if they're long. I mean, if they're there long enough, they gonna meet. They gonna meet an SEC team. And it can be the way the SEC has been this year, when everybody has been battle tested, everybody has played everybody. Some people have played people twice. If they get up to an SEC team, and the SEC team wants to be physical with those guys, it might be over for Duke. And this is not me hating on Duke. I think Duke got a solid team. I really do. But they ain't play nobody like the SEC guys have been playing all year long. And that's just a fact. And that's why maybe 12, 13 teams from the SEC is going to get in this year, is because the caliber of the team. Because the caliber of the league. That's just how it's going to be, because it's that hard in the SEC this year. And every team out there, even though you can actually have a losing SEC record and still make it to March Madness. Be on the outside of it just about, but it's possible that you can actually get in. Because they gotta respect what the SEC is this year. That's for sure. Are we the only SEC team they played this year so far? No, they lost to us and they beat Auburn. They played Auburn in the SEC Challenge. SEC ACC Challenge, yeah. So I think Florida can beat them. I think Tennessee can beat them. Then Alabama can beat them too. All them teams that you just mentioned, they're so physical. Like they're and then when you think about Florida, how old they are. When you think about Tennessee, how old they are. Alabama got some old dudes on there too. Come on, man. And this is going to be a fun tournament year, because it's almost like, man, dude, like who do you, Tammy Cooper, thank you for joining. Appreciate you here with me. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. If you think about even Kentucky, when the brackets come out, which we're going to have a show for that too as well. We'll have a live show. Everybody will be here. We'll be talking about the brackets, and we'll be dreaming together, and we'll be doing the scenarios. That's probably going to be probably a 2-hour show. So please plan for that as well. We're going to be doing all of that as well here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show, because we want to cover the excitement the whole way through. Yeah, but they played Auburn at Duke. I don't think they would have beat Auburn. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? That's a major possibility. I agree with you, Mr. Miller. Absolutely. Maybe on a neutral court, maybe they don't win that ball game. Auburn's a better team, but even when Auburn was playing prior to coming into the Duke game, bro, Auburn was just killing people. They were destroying people, but they got beat up by Duke because they was on Duke's floor. But mark my word, if Duke gets hit by another SEC team, which they highly could, let's see what happens. Because I don't think they're going to understand, like, you're going to get hit fast, and that's going to be a problem. St. John scares me, Big Mike, and you know that Turney loves a good storyline. Yeah, that is something that they've been talking about all year. Every ball game, you're going to get that. Rick Pitino and Mark Pope play for Rick Pitino. The storyline has been building all year. So I got a question. Would you rather have Arkansas in your NCAA bracket, or would you rather have St. John's in your NCAA bracket? Now, I think Theo is actually hurt. I think I saw that somewhere, but don't quote me on it. But I think he got hurt. I'm not sure if how long he's out, if he's even out at all. I just heard that he's banged up. So I'm not really sure how far that goes. But would you rather have Arkansas in your bracket, or would you rather have St. John's in your bracket. Based off the team, not the coaches, the teams. Because if it's the coaches, then give me Cal. He said neither. Well, that's the joy of the bracket. I mean, that's the joy of March Madness this year is that you just gonna look, man. You're gonna look over at the bracket. You're gonna be like, do we get those guys? Ooh, what they in my bracket for? But if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. I don't see neither one of them or Marquette. Jimmy said, "Hey Jimmy, what's going on, brother?" Jimmy says Arkansas. I think I'd rather see Arkansas again too, as well. I think I would. Could you guys imagine? Like, could you guys? I don't. It won't happen. But could you imagine Arkansas barely getting in, and they have to play Kentucky in the first game? God, dude, could you believe? Oh my goodness, that would be crazy. You talking about that would probably be the most. That would probably be the most watched game in opening weekend of March Madness in many years. If I had to choose, though, I agree with Jimmy. Let's get some revenge. Let's get the win. Let's get the last laugh. That's what I say. Let's get the last. I'd rather play Arkansas in the SEC tournament. Not that I'm scared of them, but could imagine the basketball if we lose to them in the NCAA tournament. That would be a disaster. It would. You talking about Cal walking off the floors with swaggy Cal? God, man, that would be humiliating. Like, first you come in our house and you beat us, and then you knock us out of the NCAA tournament in the first round. We would have to put our head in the sand all off season. Kentucky fans wouldn't be able to talk for a while until we won some games next year. That would be crazy for sure. Is that breaking news that Calipari is done after this year? It'd be so much. It'd be so many fake things being posted online. You don't even. First of all, you don't want to click on just anything because you don't know what you're clicking on. But I saw something. I'm pretty sure it would have been bigger news if that's the case. But has anyone seen it, or is that indeed? Can someone verify that? I seen something that the Coach Calipari was going to be done after this year. Is that true or false? I don't know. I'm just like, I didn't want to click on the link because I didn't know if it was clickbait or what. But it sounded kind of strange because it just seemed like it would be much bigger news if Cal was retiring after this year, and I didn't see anything related to that. That high up the chain on the sources. If we was to meet Arkansas in the first round of the tournament, it would be sweet to send John Calipari home. Miller, that's too risky, bro. That's fake news. Yes, I saw. Okay, good. Okay, I have not heard that much. Yeah, so it is fake news. I thought it was fake news as well too. I didn't click on it because these days you're not sure really what you're clicking on. But I had to ask. I had to ask my BBN brothers and sisters what they think. A21. Kentucky Live. What game are you actually doing tonight? Or which game are you starting with? I should say, because I'm pretty sure you're probably doing more than one. So what game are you actually starting with first? Are you going to do the Auburn and Florida game? To me, that right there might be the most exciting game to watch. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on in the top 25 tonight. Michigan plays Maryland. Clemson plays no good. Alabama. Texas Tech plays Colorado. Wisconsin plays Minnesota. Louisville plays Cal. Marquette plays undefeated UConn. Come on, UConn, win that ball game. Bama, okay. I think we would get them the next go-around. Our guys will be ready. There's a chance we get Arkansas and SEC tourney. Some things got to happen, but there's a chance. I don't care who we meet in the tournament. I've said it from the beginning. We're going to the Final Four. Mark my word. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Hey, Mobley, thanks for joining, man. I appreciate it very much. Did Arkansas play last night? Trying to think. Top 25 SEC. Arkansas played last night, didn't they? Did they play last night? They did. Oh, Arkansas beat Vandy last night. I didn't even know that until now. Okay. I see Vandy going down. Yeah. Okay, Vandy. Appreciate that. Good looking out there, big guys. Ooh, I wanted them guys to lose though. I was going for Vandy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They killed Vandy. That's good. Hey, Mobley, what's up? Good, man. Good, buddy. Thank you so much for jumping on, hanging out with us as well too. I see you guys beat Vandy last night, so that was, good win for you guys. Vandy's not a pushover. Vandy's playing for their life too as well. It looks like Vandy's going to get. Looks like Vandy may be playing on Wednesday night also. Man, look, it's going to be some people fighting. Hey, Mike. BC and I told you that you don't celebrate a win like Auburn did against us. They took it on the chin last night. Yes, Arkansas beat Vandy. Yeah, I forgot about that ball game. Oh, I would have messed with Vandy Chris, that's for sure. Arkansas played pretty good last night. I didn't watch any of the ball game, bro. I went to sleep. Kobe Bryant is going to be like Andrew Harrison was. He's going to hit a lot of clutch shots to win games in the tournament. How sweet the thought. How sweet the thought, Mr. Miller. I'm okay with that. I don't think any of us Kentucky fans will be upset if that turns out to be the case. So, hey, Miller, if you're right, I'm going to need those numbers, okay, to the lottery. I appreciate that. I'm going to need your help. Please help a brother out. Please do that. Kobe Bryant is going to, that's going to be good to go, too. So, Bama in Florida tonight. Man, I can't. That game comes on in a few minutes, too. Man, I came on here to do like 30 minutes, and I'm almost at an hour. Kentucky fans always get in. Kentucky fans always show up. Bro, you guys support me, and it's crazy, bro. Thank you guys. Hey, G, welcome back to the show. Appreciate you joining me 2 nights in a row. Thank you. It means a lot to me. It does. Texas game went into overtime. We couldn't watch our game till 9:30 Central Time. Ooh. Did they, Texas beat Mississippi State last night. Yeah. I didn't know about that neither. Yeah. Yeah, baby. They won. Woo, that's what I needed. So I'm really going for tonight. Oh, I'm going for Ole Miss to lose out for the rest of the year. Please lose these last 2 games. We got to beat Missouri, man. If we beat Missouri, we might get a 7th seed. We might get a 7th seed. Karma caught up with Harbury last night for the way they acted at the end of the Kentucky game. Spank. For real. Look, UK fans, can I be real with you? I like you guys, man. I like you guys. I really, really like you guys. You guys all right, bro. Like, you guys help me. Like, you guys really, really help me. And, like, Puke be number 1 now. Yeah, that is true. Duke should they be number 1 though? Should Duke really be number 1? They ain't played nobody like Auburn did. I mean, they was at Texas A&M. Texas A&M, they're not a bad team. I mean, they are ranked. How many teams did Duke really beat this year that was ranked when they played them? I don't know, but they don't have a record like Texas A&M. They're not like. I mean, I get it. Duke is going to get a number 1 seed in the tournament. Do they deserve to be number 1? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know if they deserve to. Texas A&M was taking the belt today. I hope so. Did they do the same? Did Texas A&M, did they do the same thing? Or did they have class about winning the ball game? I turned it off because I saw that they was going to win the ball game, so I didn't watch all of it. But I hope Texas A&M has some class, unlike what Auburn did. But, that's kind of a reflection of your leaders on your team. And if your leaders kind of allow that to happen, then you kind of see where your mindset's at. You kind of see where they at, and they think because they've been winning all these games this year that it's going to be a cakewalk here on out, and that's definitely not going to be the case. So we're going to see what these guys do, and we're going to see if we can find a way to bring it back in. And Kentucky's going to get back to Kentucky basketball. That's for sure. Yes, we are 8 seed for sure in SEC. If we beat Missouri, 8-7. Jimmy, I tell you what, man. No, they had class. Jimmy's always my man with the numbers, bro. Jimmy, I appreciate you, bro. I do. Thanks for jumping on with us tonight. That means a lot to us as well. Thank you so much. I keep giving thumbs up. So anytime I move my thumb in front of the camera, it just I didn't do it tonight. Come on, do I need to do the left now? There you go. Somewhere, yeah. Usually it comes up. No, that's good that they had class. You can't act like that, bro. You gotta act like you've been there before. You just do. You gotta act like you've been there. It just shows how Auburn and Bruce Pearl act. That's a reflection. And I can tell you right now, Coach Pope wouldn't go for that. Coach Pope wouldn't go for that. And he wouldn't allow that to happen. And I feel like if that happened, I feel like Coach Pope in this situation would probably verbally reprimand his players for acting in such a manner, because that's just not what you do at Kentucky. Because you're supposed to act like you're supposed to beat everybody anyway. So if you're already expecting to beat them, then when you beat them, then it shouldn't be a surprise. And it shouldn't be like, oh, I'm excited, we just beat these guys or whatever. So act like you've been there before. Enjoy and then move on. But keep it classy and keep it respectful. That's what this is all about here at Kentucky, that's for sure. Ball game's about to come on here in a couple of minutes. The Florida and Alabama game. So what I'm going to do, because I always ask about Kentucky, right before I get off, I'm going to just ask you guys for your thoughts real fast. Who do you have, Florida or Alabama? I really don't think Auburn or Duke would be in the Final Four. I hope not. Get out of here. If they did that, Kentucky, they would set the bitch. It's Brian Carter. What's up, buddy? I was just getting off, man. I try to do phone calls tonight. You guys know I can't do it with you guys. Right before I get off, who wins this ball game tonight? Alabama or Florida? Let me get you guys' thoughts on that. All I want is a winner. Who's winning that ball game? I'm going to do all 3 games tonight in the SEC. They got Alabama's 3-point favorite. Rightfully so. They at home. I'm definitely watching that game. 21, I hope you're doing that game, bro. Who y'all got? Okay, Alabama. Mobley got Alabama winning. I think Marcus says Alabama as well, too. Carl Miller says I'm taking Florida. Okay. I got, I want to see. You know what? I'm a guy of chaos. By 15. Yeah, first we were going crazy. Y'all think Pope getting Nate a mint? Jimmy, good. We gotta get together and answer that. Next game up is Missouri and Oklahoma. Missouri's on the road at Oklahoma. Who you guys got? Because Oklahoma's fighting. Here's the bad thing. If Oklahoma beats Missouri tonight, Missouri's going to be extra mad at Kentucky when they come in on Saturday. So who do you got? Oklahoma on the road. Bryant Carter says he has Florida in that ball game. Because, BC mentioned last night, he gave his kind of small breakdown of Florida, and he said, if I'm correct, BC, and you correct me, you said that Florida is a complete team, and that's what makes Florida such a good team. So I'm going to go with Florida in this ball game, and Missouri and Oklahoma. Let's see. Carl Miller has Missouri. Mobley has Missouri. Jimmy England, Missouri. BC, Missouri. I'm going to go with Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma, they're fighting for their life. They understand that they have no room for failure. If they want to go to March Madness, they got to win every time on the floor right now. They got to win these games, and they at least got to win 1 game in the SEC tournament to get in. Florida at Bama. I got Florida. I'm going with Florida in that ball game. Yeah, that's what I'm picking. Missouri's on the road, and Florida's on the road too at Alabama. Yeah, so it's going to be a tough game. I think Florida's going to be very physical. I think Florida's going to be very, very physical with these guys tonight, and I think that's why they get a win. But Alabama's mad because they lost to Tennessee at the buzzer, so Tennessee's going to have something to prove too tonight. And so they lost on the road. Got to go to work late, Mike. Always BB in. Good for you. Thanks, G, for spending some time with us. I appreciate it. And the last game I got is Tennessee at Ole Miss. Tennessee coming off a big win over Alabama at the buzzer. Did they come down off the high ground and ready to play basketball and focus? or will Tennessee crumble like they always do, and will they go on the road to Ole Miss and take a L? In this situation, I am definitely going for Ole Miss. I'm going for Tennessee, because if there's any way for us to get a 7 seed right now, I think Ole Miss holds the 7 seed right now with a loss. I don't want to see Missouri. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If Missouri loses tonight, they're gonna be angry. They not gonna, because I think they lost to Vandy the last time out. Which if they lose tonight, then that's 2 in a row, and then they gotta play Kentucky. It's gonna be a different ball game, bro. Bama should stay at home. You know what, Lori? I'm trying to be the oddball out right now, Lori. But yes, Tennessee will win that game. I hope so. I'm definitely going. Let me see. I want to see who Ole Miss finished. Oh, Ole Miss probably finished the years against Mississippi State. Yeah, baby. We might get a number 7 seed, guys. If we can win. Let me see. Is that right? No, I'm getting my hopes up for nothing. Come on, dude. We are right. Oh yeah. Ooh, if we beat Missouri and Ole Miss loses, if we beat Missouri and Ole Miss loses tonight and Saturday, and Texas A&M loses on the road, oh no, freak it, dude. Well, we got the tiebreaker with Texas A&M, so we may actually jump up as well. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can actually move up to a 6 seed. No, we can't, because Texas A&M, they're not going to lose. They're not going to lose to LSU, so we'll finish 7th or 8th. I think that's about as worse as we can do. We got Mississippi on Saturday. Y'all got Mississippi State. Oh, I'm sorry. Texas A&M, Mississippi State. They're not a problem for us anymore, as well. We can actually, if we actually lose to Missouri, we're still, and Mississippi State wins, we're still a game because we hold a tiebreaker. But it's Ole Miss. If they have to lose tonight and Saturday for us to jump them. But yeah, so long we could do it. We could become as a 5 seed. Really? Wow. See, it's a lot of things that would have to happen. Now, because Missouri, if Missouri loses to us, they still only lost 7 games. We lost 8 games. So I still think Missouri is still going to be over us, even though we beat them. It's Texas A&M and Ole Miss that I'm worried about. Texas A&M lost last night. I need them to lose Saturday as well. If we win out, Kentucky has 8 losses. I need Texas A&M to lose. That would be a big upset if LSU, for some godforsaken reason, they find a way to be blessed by the Lord to beat those guys at home. That's for sure. Hope Mobley, Arkansas wins. He said, I'm not picking Tennessee. BC said, I'm not picking Tennessee. You can let that go. That ain't happening. That's Brandon. That's interesting, man. I'm trying to see. Now, is this a 5th seed in the tournament, or is this a 5th seed in the SEC? I'm curious, because right now it looks like the best we can do is a 7th seed. The very best we can do. Texas A&M, Missouri. Because Missouri, even if Missouri loses to us, it's only 7 games, they would still be over us. So I'm just curious on how that can be. But look, the game is about to start, if not already. Thank you guys for joining the Loyal BBN Fan Show tonight. If you can, wash your hands, and on your way out, please hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. One last comment. My buddy Bandy Chris is in here. Let me see what he says. I told you the other day I want the 10 seed. I do not want the 9 or 8. Both 8 and 9 have to play at noon every day, where 10 plays at 6 p.m. all week. Oh, well, I like early days. I do. But you told Matt in the group today that you can keep those 12 o'clock games because I don't want nothing to do with it. So there you go. Yeah. But Chris, you guys also got to play on Wednesday also. So that makes a big difference. The best in the SEC is 7 and 7 is a 7-4 seed. There's 4. The best is SEC is a 7. 4 seed. And, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. I had to understand what you're saying, Jimmy. So the best we can do, yeah, absolutely, and 4 seed in the NCAA. So, but I think if we win out, if we beat Missouri, and at least win one SEC game, we ain't got to win the whole thing. But if we beat Missouri and if we win one game in the SEC, I think we pretty much lock up ourselves to get a number 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. So guys, until next time, thank you guys so much. The best you can do is this, but it takes a lot of help. Yeah, it does take a lot of help, Chris. You definitely know your thing, and I look forward to getting you on the show. I know you guys have a show tonight, so definitely enjoy your show tonight. I hope you guys no, it's last night. This is Wednesday night for you. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Go enjoy the ball game tonight. SEC forever. It's a gauntlet. Who survives tonight and who goes down? We'll be here to talk about it tomorrow. Ooh, I got an interview tomorrow too. We'll be here tomorrow to talk about it. Thank you guys for everything. Until next time, go Cats.